Hello everyone. By the way, in Japan, banknotes will be renewed next year. It seems to replace bills that use the latest technology to combat counterfeit bills, but it is said to have other purposes as well. It is said that the purpose of this is to find out how much assets that are not deposited in banks, that is, assets that are stored in home safes, etc., exist in Japan by exchanging banknotes. Personally, I'm worried that it would be meaningless if I didn't circulate in the market even if I clarified my home's assets, and that the value of money would change if the number of banknotes in circulation suddenly increased. This time it's a story that the Chinese are fighting with China the most. The Chinese Communist Party is desperate to stop the outflow of people and money from China. Chinese people are proud of China and claim that China is the best, but Chinese people want to move abroad after saving money. Among China, Shanghai is a good city that is economically developed in China. In Shanghai, posters of information sessions for immigrants are put up everywhere. I don't think I've seen many such posters in Japan. It is common in China, and many Chinese people want to move abroad when they have enough money. For Chinese people, China is a difficult country to live in. If you have watched the videos I have uploaded so far, you will understand that in China, even if you have a lot of money, your future is not guaranteed. A person who was a millionaire yesterday is put in prison tomorrow, or suddenly disappears and comes back as a different person. If public security is bad, it is not always possible to trust that the ingredients displayed on food and drinks are correct. Food has a lot of pesticide residue on it, and even if you eat out, you don't know if the cooking oil is appropriate. Chinese people discriminate against Chinese people the most, so I would like to leave China if I can. And the Shanghainese think and profess that they are different from the Chinese. For example, when people see people throwing garbage on the road without hesitation, the Chinese themselves say that such Chinese people are no good, and this has become a social problem. They want to leave China and lead a stable life in a foreign country when they become wealthy. As the Chinese themselves feel, it is safe to assume that Chinese society has major shortcomings. However, you need a lot of money to move abroad and live a stable life. So when the Chinese move abroad, it means that a huge amount of money flows out of the country. Under Chinese rules, it is very difficult to obtain a large amount of foreign currency or send money overseas. However, there are many illegal methods. Sometimes cash is hand-carried, and sometimes money is transferred through illegal channels. Among them, there is a method called investment immigration. There are countries that will give you the right to reside if you invest a large amount of money. However, in order to carry out this immigration procedure, a certificate issued by the Chinese government is required. For example, an ID card. It must be made clear that this ID card is not fake or forged. It is necessary to notarize and submit various certificates such as no criminal history. In China, it is often the case that the government of another country will not accept the document unless it is notarized. Recently, however, a policy has been issued to strictly review the creation of this notarized deed. There is a document published by the China Industry and Commerce Association. In that sentence, there is a description of boundary investment. It refers to investment immigrants who immigrate abroad, which was explained at the beginning of this video. Notarial deeds are attached to necessary documents when investing, but this procedure has been tightened. In reality, it is done with the aim of preventing the outflow of people and wealth by interfering with the issuance of necessary documents. I just don't know if it's just a part of China that has stopped creating this document, or if it's all of China. There are many notary offices in China. It was still part of the information I got, but it's actually unknown. If the Communist Party is showing a policy, it will probably be all over China. In the past, the Chinese Communist Party had no restrictions on overseas migration. Because the Communist Party country was thinking of moving abroad if he saved money. Xi Jinping changed this trend. Xi Jinping is said to be a fundamentalist of the Communist Party, so he does not allow the outflow of wealth and people from the economic sphere of the Communist Party. However, even though it has become stricter, there are loopholes in the rules, and there are back routes. In the end, it doesn't matter how many regulations you have. Xi Jinping would like to abolish the investment immigration system itself, but he cannot do so because he would be in trouble for the same Communist Party executives if the routes were cut off. Therefore, by controlling the issuance of notarized deeds, the Communist Party can select those who can use investment immigration. According to Xi Jinping's way of thinking, from now on, we will further limit the outflow of assets overseas. That's all for now. See you next time.